Guys, and this is my brand new video series. It's called Let's Talk, and it's a sub-series of the video games and chill. And this time I want to first of all tell you what is this about. And in these videos, as you can see, there is FIFA playing on the screen, but I will not be talking about the game on its own. This will be something more like that story times I promised. But from time to time I will not be talking solely only about my life. I'll be talking in general, what I think, what I mean, my opinions and all that stuff, because I really want to leave something like a legacy there. And by legacy, don't get me wrong, I mean that sometimes, maybe in very long, very far future, I will look up for this channel in 5-10 years and will just appreciate what I've done and will remember or will get all the pleasant memories of this era, all that great memories that my childhood had brought me. And I know that my childhood is slowly coming to an end, so it would be just a great flashback. And I'll be just and other stuff. I really don't want to let this channel die. I've uploaded today my video of GTA I made with my sister back then in 2016. It's a short clip, it's a cringe, but you know, for us it has a huge meaning. And I picked three national teams to play a qualification, so this series will not end that fast. So I have Austria, Finland and Slovakia, three countries I have visited mostly in the past 2 years. That's about me, of course. And I really want to improve my speaking skills, because I've been doing audio records, and actually I have like 30 hours of audio files in my computer just taking the store. But doing these videos while playing a game, it's a great way how to improve speaking, because I really don't want to focus on the game on its own. I really just want to put it on the background so you can watch me playing these games. I will add Bone Trussell music, because I got my inspiration from Pixelores, he's Czech YouTuber, and he does that stuff that he talks about funny stories of his life, puts that music in, and he just talk funny stories. So this will be still like story time like, but I want to do this informational part at first. So that's it, and video games and chill will continue normally. In a few weeks I will probably add another video from video games and chill, and my goal is to play the full Uncharted Legacy, of course, and not only Lost Legacy but also fourth part as well, because I really would love to, you know, play the Lost Legacy, because I bought it, I pre-ordered it actually back then in 2017, but I haven't played it yet. So I really just need to fix that, because I keep calling Uncharted my best series, and not playing it is kinda weird, and it defines that meaning of being a fan. So today I'm gonna talk about my soccer career, which is kind of thematical, because we play soccer obviously. And I used to be a soccer goalkeeper, you know. And before I even start, I wanted to say that I've tried to record this story time before actually, but I was totally copying the Pixelores style, as I really did the voice impressions. I exaggerated in the parts he would have, and I don't want to do this that way I wasn't over happy and overall with that video. It was just really a copycat, and I will do it by my own style. The stories will be authentic, but my own style, and maybe it will evolve as the time will go, but right now I'm gonna do it the way I'm gonna, so hopefully it's audible and you will find this amusing, or I don't know, whatever. I would love to hear another episode, but there is like 0 subscribers, so no one's gonna see this video, so I really don't need to care about that stuff. So today I'm gonna talk about my soccer career, which was pretty short but pretty great, but pretty interesting experience, I would say. And it started even before it started originally, because me and my friend we were enrolled on the soccer team in 3rd grade. I don't know about the school system in other countries, but in Slovakia 3rd grader is a guy who is about 8 or 9 years old. So just to be in the course, so you just be in the I want to let you know the age we were about at that time. So we went to a soccer team, and fun fact, a few years later I started playing for that very same team, but at that time I just enrolled because of my friend, and his mother was pregnant at that time, so he usually drove us to the trainings, as my parents both were in the work that time. And I played a striker. That was my primary position, and I was kinda good at it. I mean, if I had stayed in that team, I would be great at this time, because I was really outplaying all the kids and I could score a lot of goals. But we left as soon as she was unable to drive us anymore, because my parents were just busy, and he just stopped playing there because no one would be able to drive him to our trainings. So he stopped, and so did I, because without my friend that would be boring. And so that was my first touch with the soccer. Nothing pretty special. I come from a very sport-oriented family, so watching soccer was pretty normal, but playing, well, that was my first big experience with soccer. Obviously, we went on a field with my father to play, but that was just in the weekends when I was younger. But in the next couple of years I was playing floorball in the net, and one day we had a school tournament. Our school tournaments were somehow special, because that was something that the entire school was looking forward to, and all the classes compete against each other. And the last game, I mean, the first graders play against first graders, and second graders against second graders, etc. But the last game of the tournament is the game, it's called Principal's Cup, and it's basically the game of 9th graders, which are the guys who are leaving for high school the next year, against the squad of the best players of younger classes. So from the 5th grade to 8th grade usually. We do not have any exceptional talents younger to play for that team, but it's always great to play on that tournament. And I was a goalkeeper. Our class was pretty mediocre. In soccer we had one girl that was our captain, and she plays soccer professionally. I would say that she even competed internationally for Slovakia, which is kinda cool to know guys who play for the national teams. And she was the only hope we got, but she and me were just enough for our class to lead us to the further stages of tournament. I mean, we made it to finals couple of times despite being heavy underachievers and outsiders, because other classes were just better. And I mean, they did not have more soccer players than us, but they had more people interested in sports in general, and we had guys who were more into computers and not into sports. So that was it. And but we made it very far in tournament. And back to the story about the Principals Cup. I played for that team as a goalie in the 7th and 8th grade, because even I was nominated in 6th grade, but no one told me, so I missed that. But I was on the team from 6th to 8th grade, and I remember we played in 8th grade against one of the better squads in the history of our school. And because they were full of guys who were taking, or at least played sometime somewhere in their past for that team. And it was just no doubt that we are gonna lose the tournament, but we did not. We actually did not. And you can see on the YouTube videos I sent you that we were some of my saves, as you can see. And sorry for my stutter, by the way, I'm not gonna edit that, as I really don't have much time for that, and it's just as authentic as I want it to be. And I'll be just playing, and hopefully I don't get myself too indulged in the game. But as I was talking about the tournament, I can show you a few of my saves. That was in 8th grade, but in 7th grade we lost on penalty kicks. But I was asked by a couple of scouts to join their team, and my father one day enrolled me to play for SKP Dubravka, which is the team that was actually on the top of the Bratislavian league. But they lacked of goalies. They had 2 stable goalkeepers, but they were too old to compete for the team in the next season, and their younger prospects were just not good enough, so they opted for me as a goalie that can take the wheel and continue playing for them in next season. So they signed me, and I started playing for their team. The first time I really got there, I was really quiet, and the first training we had indoors, because I joined the team in the February or March, so it was pretty cold outside, and we didn't play outdoors, so I was pretty disappointed with that. And the first training, the coach gave us some drills like passing and all the set pieces, and I just couldn't keep the pace. I mean, not by skill, but I didn't know about this. I didn't know about all the drills because I just didn't play with them, and I didn't know where to move, where to run, whom to pass. So I failed it, not because of lack of my skill, but because of I didn't know the drill, so I didn't make the good first impression at first. And that really probably set the pace for the rest of the time. For the rest of the time I had been with the team, because I've never really found a friend there. I'll get back to that later. But we really just did not. I haven't found a friend there, and I was really as isolated at the time, and they were like totally professionals. I mean, they probably forget to have fun, that soccer is fun at first place, and some of them just took it too seriously. And my coach didn't know that I was a goalkeeper at first. I had to tell him. But after a couple of months I found a friend in final. His name is Oleg. He was a Russian. He is Russian. They just moved to Slovakia because probably his parents got a job here, and we both became friends because we both sucked pretty hard time. And I mean, in the net I was kinda good. Sometimes I got a chance to play instead of their two stable goalies, but my kicking skills, my passing skills were just not enough. I just knew where to throw myself so I can save the ball, and my wingspan, or how it is called, is pretty big, so I could save a lot of balls, but it was just not enough. And few of the drills were just peculiar for me, because we played some, it's called triangles, where the three guys are just running, passing the ball, and they just have to move in certain moves. Like if he moves left, you need to move right, and all that stuff. But I just didn't notice. I was new, and oh man, triangles. He told me, move in triangles, our coach. And I was like, why should I have to move in triangles? I'm the net. Rather learn me how to kick the ball or throw it far away. But I just didn't understand it. So I just didn't know what to do, when to do it, and that was it. Oleg, back to him. I really just don't want to switch from one topic to another, or from one subject to another, because I'm again changing the subjects. But we were talking about him. Oleg was I think his parents signed him for the team because they didn't want to feel him isolated from the other guys, because he was new in foreign country, and they didn't want him to feel, I don't know, isolated. So they signed him for soccer, but he wasn't very good actually. The lads on the team blamed him pretty hard, but I really don't know why, because he wasn't the best. I can admit that, but he didn't suck on the other hand too as well. He was just like, okay, he wasn't anything special, he was no miracle there, but he he wasn't bad at either, and we became friends. Really, we really became friends, and because we both were just terrible soccer players, so we found each other. And I was interested in Russia. That was before I even got to my Russian school, so I wanted him to talk me about his country, and he did. So we were just kind of talking, and we are not in contact anymore, but you know, it's kind of cool it was kind of cool to talk with him. We both lived in the same district. I'm just sad that we don't see each other anymore, because I think we still would be great friends or anything, especially when I right now can talk in Russian. But I think that's it, and just want to set up my team. There we go. And I don't want to talk about this soccer, so let's just play and continue this story time, which is pretty lame, but it doesn't matter as long as it really fills my purpose, even though I'm kind of stuttering when I play, but doesn't matter. And this was Oleg. He went to international school in Bratislava, so we've never became close friends. I don't even have a contact on him, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we can move to very peculiar part of my career, which I feel kinda like an asshole when it comes to this, but it never got real, so it doesn't matter. But if we pulled or complete that, I would be feeling like total asshole. So our team was first in the league, and we were just about to promote to higher division, and I was feeling super proud of our team. Even though I had a small part on it. But the second team was in Dubravka, and friend of mine, actually the guy I later beat on that tournament for a Principal Cup, was on this team, FK Dubravka. Yes, and they were second in our league, and they did not have a goalie, so he told me to join them, that they are looking for a goaltender, and I'm not having enough room in the SKP, and I was like, I want to transfer there, not to play more, but he was a friend, and I thought their environment is friendlier, and I will be enjoying my time with them even more than in SKP Devin, because I was just thinking of retiring from soccer if that's it. I do not have enough, I mean, mental strength to play football or to play any sports professionally. That's why I do not feel sorrow for not becoming a professional hockey or something like that, because I just don't have that mental strength. So I really thought that I can fit in the FK Dubravka, and I didn't care at the time. It's a dick move to leave them, especially when it comes to when we were at the end of the season and all of the guys were just about to be pumped and about to and they were just about to destroy the other team, because they were kinda rivals for being there at the top of the league, because our teams were just first and second, and there was a huge gap between the rest of the league, so the league was all about my team SKP and what was supposed to be my team FK Dubravka, so that would be a dick move to join them, but I really didn't care. I just wanted to be on the team with my friend, but when I actually got there for the first practice and my last practice of soccer actually, I've just realized that this is nothing for me. I was 7th grader at that time, and when I came to the locker room, I saw their guys actually smoking. They were older than me, but just by 1 year, or a few of them by 2 years. And I just really didn't want to be in that kind of environment, because I don't want to be with guys that are already drinking at that young age, and their assistant coach was the guy I once saw stealing in a small grocery shop. That was when I was in the 4th grade or 3rd, and he knew I saw him, and he looked at me with his eyes like, "Do not dare to open your mouth, because I'm gonna kill you." He was from our school, but he was like 8th or 9th grader, so I was just afraid of him and intimidated, so I've never told anyone. And in the 7th grade I was, older, and he of course didn't remember me. He was actually very okay, he was very friendly there. Even though he was still very young at that age for being assistant coach, he was pretty responsible, so I've gotta give him credit for that. But of course I didn't like him just for that incident from 3rd grade. By the way, I've never told anyone that he stole there. And my first practice with these guys, well, it wasn't what I expected. There was only one guy I know that was that my friends that got me hyped, and the other guys were just unknown to me. I knew a few of them from our primary school, but they were just weird, and after the first practice I just couldn't wait to leave and to head back home and to be all alone. I just really didn't want to be with them, so I kinda started ignoring that friend. I really wanted to just be quiet about that situation. Of course, I've never told about this in the SKP team. I've never told them about this, what was supposed to be completed transfer. And that was probably my last training in soccer, if I reckon, because the next time I was just skipping the next trainings. Most of the guys skip when they go out with friends, and all I was doing was just go by bus. I got car fare, so I bought tickets for bus, and I just got on the bus, and I just went the entire road with the bus. I left on the last bus station, and there I just sat there thinking about my life, whether I want this or not, and when I calculated that if I got on the bus heading back to my home, I will arrive at the time my training will be at the end. So then I got on, told my parents that I had a great time here, and actually was later pretty transparent with them about the soccer, and they kinda accepted that, because I told them next year I do not have a time for the soccer because I'll be preparing for the tests for my high school, because you can go to bilingual high school if you from 8th grade and not 9th if you attend. So I told them that I will attend and I will have to study for the tests, which I passed that test. And actually, from all the people that were taking that test, it was around 100 people, 100 pupils. I had the 8 best results there. So I kinda really grinded there, and I had a great excuse why to stop playing soccer for that team. But right now I sometimes miss playing goalie, because the last year I got a chance to play soccer with a couple of people, and of course stood in the net but made crucial saves. Actually, there was a few guys that play soccer for club, and they didn't even told me, but they were talking together and just said that I would take him to our team. Actually, they acknowledged my skills, or what is left there for the skills, and it was just good to hear. I just overheard that in their conversation. I knew those words weren't for me. They actually don't know me personally. But it was great to hear, and I was kinda happy with my performance, although I totally ripped my trainers, as I didn't know we are gonna play soccer. That was very initial action, and they don't know about it before, but I totally started full tryhard mode, and I totally destroyed my Adidas track at trainers, which I was pretty upset about it. But it was worth just to see that I can play soccer still, and I will probably play, because there should be something like a schools tournament, first annual school tournament, because on my high school there was nothing like that before. So our class should take their part there and should participate as well. So we will see, and of course, if we are going to play, I'm in the net, and I might tell you about it. I might will tell you about it if we do happen to play the tournament, because it's still not sure whether our PE teacher will be the organizer of all this stuff, all the event. So that's it pretty much about my soccer career. I've later tried many different sports, but that's for another video. Hopefully you liked it. Let me know in the comments whether this was audible. I know I've been stuttering a lot, but you know, it's sometimes very hard for me to speak English, especially when the video game distracts me, but it distracts me on purpose, because I really want to just speak and focus on something else, because when I'm doing those videos on my own, that 30 gigabytes of audio files on my computer hard drive I told you about, it's just easy because I'm just focusing on speaking, but in real life there would be another things going on that I would have to think about, talk about, and speaking I needs to be automatized, or it needs to be subconscious skill, and I want to acquire that by playing these games and talking about how Bad Habit Strikes Again, and talking about or not relevant stuff to the soccer. You know, we are talking about soccer right now, but that's from my life, and in the next episode it will be about different subjects and not soccer. So it will be talk about not relevant stuff, and that's when I want to learn or improve the skill. I need to sharpen it. So let me know, what do you think? And of course, leave a like if you like it, if you like this video and want something similar in the future. I don't know when I will upload the next video. Hopefully very soon, as I really don't have much time. School is just hard and I'm grinding but I'm in the third grade on our high school. We have a different school system, but it's a common fact that the third grade is the hardest in that school, which is the fact told by the teachers even and older students. And in first grade I always thought that the hardest must be the fifth grade, but third is just the year when you are still learning and not preparing for the graduation tests. So that's why I do not have much time for recording this, that's why I don't have much time to maintain this channel, and that's why there was no videos for 5 months. Hopefully this will change as we are slowly approaching to the summertime. There will be definitely a lot of free time, and there will be definitely a lot of opportunities to record these videos and to just, I don't know, tell you about another stories. I know this was pretty lame, but hopefully some of you would like it, and it will just only get better in the future. And it takes practice, but I'm practicing, so hopefully it really gets better and I'll be doing better, and we will see just. So if you like this concept of videos, let me know in the comments. You still may become the first subscriber of this YouTube channel, as I still haven't received one, but I really don't care, because as long as I am improving, I want to just improve, and that's my only goal for this YouTube channel. I don't want any subscribers, but if you do give me sub, I'll be just happy, and maybe if you are interested in videos you can take a look, but I really don't care about it. But you know, it's up to you. If you got to this part of video, you probably got interested. But that's it, and really I want to say thank you for listening to this if you got here, and see ya in next video. I don't know, maybe it will be another Let's Talk, I don't know, or video games and chill. So bye.